thank you so much for your time. It's good to talk to you, and it's good to talk about Taskbase today. Since bitmark is so versatile, it's very interesting to hear for me about the different use cases, how bitmark is implemented in the companies, in the use cases. So before we start, do you want to give us a short introduction about Taskbase?
Yeah, definitely. So Taskbase is tackling the problem of poor feedback in digital learning. We saw that in online learning, the feedback students get from the learning systems are pretty poor, and we can help learning platforms, publishing houses, they develop new learning products to give their students cutting edge feedback like a teacher would give in these learning scenarios. So basically it works like that. The customer integrates Taskbase via API, sends us their learning data. We analyze this data and send the feedback back to our customers. Then our customers, the publishing houses, the learning platforms can show this personalized feedback seamlessly to their customers, the learners on their platform.
Sounds amazing. So what was the problem you faced that bitmark was the solution for?
Yeah, as you can think of, is that every of these learning platforms or all the publishing houses have their own data formats, basically. Some of those are pretty old and are not content first, and all of them are a little bit different. So it's very good to have a very well thought through data format we can share with them, and we can give them advices how they organize their learning content. And we have with bitmark definitely a well documented and well working data format they can use, and we can integrate easily.
Great. And this is always fun for me to hear, but can you explain bitmark in your own words?
Bitmark is describing the content of learning nuggets, exercises, learning content in general. And bitmark does this in a way which is called content first. So it describes the content without formatting. So for us, we analyze the data. For us, the content is important. The format is not that much of interest for us. And so bitmark is very easy for us to feed into our models, basically. Other data format, they mix those two things. So they mix content with format. And for us, then it's very difficult to just take away the format, but then the content doesn't make any sense anymore. So in some cases, so with bitmark, it's very easy, describes the content. We can take it, feed with those contents, the models, and it just works.
Great. And were there any other solutions that you tried or have implemented before?
Yeah, we started with our own data format in the very beginning because we have not been satisfied with all the other data formats out there. On this way, then we met the founder of bitmark, and we could then, we have been super happy that there exists something that is content first and works for our purposes, and so we then switched to bitmark. Internally, everything is working on the data format bitmark. Sometimes with some customers, we then have to adapt their learning content to bitmark. So we write also from time to time adapters from one data format to another, but we always try to convince our customers to use bitmark in the first place. So it's easier for them and it's easier for us, and it's something for the future.
That's very great to hear from our point of view. So that's really great. So what did you learn in the process of implementing bitmark? Do you have any tips or recommendations for other EdTech companies or creators, content owners?
Yeah, the spirit of the format is very clear, and is very well thought through from A to Z. So I would say that's it's definitely worth to have a look into it and not start with the own data format, and yeah, and comparing with other data formats is very obvious that it's just something different. It's content first is really made for the application we have today, the data-driven application, but also the applications are displayed on different devices. So also there, it's very important that you can just have different format overlays and not having this mixed with the content. So it's very, very obvious a plus for bitmark.
Okay, sounds great. So yeah, these were all of my questions, Samuel. So thank you so much for your time.
Cool. Yeah, thank you very much for pushing this format, and looking forward to the great future of bitmark.